Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of this weekly alts analysis series where we go through some of the most popular altcoins in the market and identify some key levels of higher time frame supports and resistances to help you guys identify some areas where you can either dollar cost average in and or potentially play some long-term swing trades. So what a difference a week makes. This time last week when we recorded the video, we were sat right on that 29.3k. CPI data had just come out, but we hadn't done anything drastic yet. And yeah, fast forward a week and here we are down at pretty much 20k, which is crazy. It's been a crazy week. In the comment section of last week's video of VeChain, we had a request for Matic, so that is what we are going to go through today. As always, both the USDT and BTC pairs. But let's go a little bit deeper into BTC first. So as I just mentioned, we are way below that 29.3k monthly level that had been holding up for so long. If we take a look at the weekly, as I highlighted in last week's video, there is just no higher time frame supports between 29.3k and 19k. So I said last week we're probably going to go for a quick ride down, although I did not expect it to be this quick at all. Obviously two horror weekly candles after a pretty weak one on the week beginning 30th of May. If we break it down to the daily time frame, so again last week I said that I didn't see any daily levels between 28.5k until 24.2k, and if we take a zoom out, it was this area of consolidation that I highlighted, this level at 24.2. As you can see, we smashed straight through that and even onto the next level of 22.7, which is the bottom of that consolidation area. If we go back to present day, as you can see, we smashed through both of them, and 22.7k has acted as resistance for the past 3 days, and a pretty weak looking candle here today as well. So my personal opinion is we are going to hit that 19k level, as I highlighted on the higher time frames. There's no supports there, so I do expect to test some 19k sooner rather than later. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and check out some levels for Matic, starting on the monthly time frame. I've got to be honest, guys, it looks awful. As we can see, just like with Bitcoin, there's just no high time frame supports here until we go back to the beginning of the huge rally we had in January 21. I mean, Matic was one of, I think it was easily in the top 3 best performing assets of the bull market. It went from a couple of cents all the way up to like $3 just short of. So yeah, monster run, but it is capitulating now. So this is, I think, it's going to be quite a short one in terms of trying to find areas of support on Matic, USDT, and BTC. So as I say, there's no real support. So let's get rid of the magnet tool, get our box or rectangle. So before the drop, we would have been looking at this area here as a pretty solid support. On the monthly time frame, let's see if we can drag it out a little bit. And where did we say last week? May 23 we were going to drag these out to. Happy days, give it a monthly tag. So yeah, as I say, clear level here, strong support during summer of 21, come up, and this would have been a decent level to try and get in on. As we can see, it held and then it basically just fell through and rejected. So this is, again, I do tend to say it every week, but this is why we do say don't go too heavy too soon, because you can get examples like this where the support just doesn't hold. So if we're looking for the next level of support, as I say, we're going to have to go pretty low in my opinion. Zoom right in here, so let's have a look. So some pretty clear level, a pretty clear level I should say, just at the top of these candles here on November and December 19. So let's draw that out, bring it across. That'll do. May 23. So yeah, as I say, we're going to have it lining up with the top of that candle, and then just covering those wicks, I think. Just there, pretty clear level. And then just below, we've also got the bottom of the range just here. Let's grab them and the wicks. I think I'll just go a little bit higher just to grab that bottom wick there of the November 2020. Drag it out both sides. Happy days. Give them a monthly tag. So yeah, as you can see, guys, I mean, that is a long way down from where we are, but there's just nothing here. It's certainly in terms of the monthly time frame. Let's have a look what we look like on the weekly. So I mean, you can see how tiny those boxes are now, zooming out, but let's have a look. Weekly, I think we're sat right on a weekly level here. As you can see, this area consolidation, what was this, March and April 21, and all these wicks here. So I'm going to go for these bottom wicks here. So the bottom of this wick, April 21, drag that across, make that smaller in a minute. God, those boxes at the bottom are tiny. So yeah, where are we going to go? Drag this to, I reckon, just the top of there, weekly. So yeah, just where that wick at the bottom is. So catching all these wicks down here, and then I would also go just at the top of this consolidation zone as well, just there and across all the way out. There we go. Add a weekly. So yeah, in terms of, in fact, that box is a little bit big. I might go a little bit smaller actually. There we go. That looks a lot better. So yeah, there you go, guys. As I say, we're sat right on a weekly level here. If it loses this last sort of what you call it, safety net here at around between 31 and 29 cents, and break that, and I think it goes all the way back down to single cents. I really do. So yeah, as I say at the beginning of the video, be cautious. Don't go all in thinking this 29 cents level is going to hold. I think we're very, very likely to see a bounce here from Matic. I reckon, obviously, if BTC loses 20k, we'll easily see 30 cents here. But I think we do bounce somewhere around here, even if it's just to form a lower high. Because as you can see, we've had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red weekly candles now. We're at an area of previous support and consolidation. So I think we do get a little bounce. But as I say, don't be foolish and go too hard too soon. Because I think we could go all the way back to bear market levels of 2020. Let's take a look at the BTC pairing. I think it's a pretty similar looking chart. So again, on the monthly, long way down. We've got this same area of support that we would have been looking at prior to the recent dump. May 25, that's not what we want. We want May 23. There we go. Obviously make that a tad smaller. So this would have been the support we would have been looking at before. But as you can see, I mean, it didn't even stop on this one. You can see the wicks there. Didn't even acknowledge it, just went straight through, and not even a bearish retest either. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. If we look lower to where we could potentially go, again, no support areas here. So let's take a look. I think straight away I see the top of this wick here to the top of those candles just there, which also catches this wick of the March 21 monthly candle. Drag that all the way out. Happy days. So yeah, just to the bottom of that wick, happy days, and then the top of that wick there on the, what's that candle, June 2019, and then you've got to obviously mark out the bottom of the range. Could go back there, guys. Who knows what could happen in this crazy market. Let's go for, I reckon, the top of that bearish candle there. Catch that wick. Candle body closures here. And yeah, that is spot on to me. Let's give those the monthly tag, and then move on to the weekly. So a lot of the work already done for us. So straight away I would look at this area here. I reckon just capture all those candle bodies there. Drag that across. Oh no, in fact, actually, if we go a little bit lower, we can catch those wicks down there from the these previous all-time highs here at December 19 and that wick here at May 19. So let's go a little bit lower. I reckon, yeah, just catch those wicks. Nice level that. Drag it out. And then, if we can do that, then we'll catch the top of these wicks as well. Just there, I reckon. Just the top of those wicks. Drag it across. Just to catch the, that's it. Grab those wicks here. Top of this candle body closure and the bottom of that candle body closure as well. Weekly. And I think that's job done, guys, to be honest. Unless it might be, yeah, we could have a level in here. See where we've got this level of resistance here. Dragging it across, you see quite a lot of resistance across that level. Let's drag it out. Cool. Let's have a look, a little bit of a deeper look, so as we can see, resistance, resistance, resistance. Come up to the top of the range there, and then back in. Loads of consolidation and accumulation there. So I reckon that's a pretty decent level just there. And happy days. Give that little tag. And there we go. And if we zoom out, we can see how tiny those levels are going to be. But as I say, guys, we're on a weekly time frame here. There is nothing to suggest that we're going to stop here. We could go all the way back down to sub 1,000 sats, which is pretty crazy considering we were up at 6,000 at the blow off top. So yeah, it could be a long way down for Matic, both in the USDT and BTC pair. And in fact, I've just noticed actually we've had a bearish retest of resistance here. If we go to that bottom wick to the other bottom wick, just there like that. Yeah, look at that. So we come down, held support, held support, held support, and then closed below, bearish retest, and now we're dropping. So that will obviously be an area of resistance. It will have to negotiate on the way back up as and when. So, one of those is not in the right. There we go. Cool. So yeah, that's Matic, guys. Both USDT and BTC pair. As I say, I think we're in for a hell of a drop on both, particularly, of course, if BTC decides to go sub 20k as well. But yeah, we'll see what happens. My personal opinion, I think that by next week's video, we could have hit 19k. But yeah, let's find out. So once again, guys, if you've got any questions or requests for TA, drop them in the comments below the video. And we'll be back next week with another one. So have a good weekend, guys, and I'll catch you then.